this important event. 2 years ago, this home, the most historic home in South Buffalo, the oldest home in South Buffalo, was in flames. And today is the beginning of the rebirth. A symbolic part of that is that we are making a contract with the community. And as part of that symbolism, we have a sign with many of our supporters and those people who have been so important to get us to this court. First of all, I'd like to recognize Mark Lazzara, Director of Western New York Americorp, who I went to his office and who has made a significant investment in and of itself in his projects of restoring a building on Seneca Street. And I went to Mark and I asked him for his assistance and his help and his aid. And he said, yes, Mickey, I will be an important part of this project. I want to thank Council President Franczyk, who, without even asking, without any hesitation, when I asked him for his financial assistance and his help and his aid, he said, yes, Mickey, I'll be an important part of this project, even though this is not even in his district. Todd from Buffalo Roofing, he called him this week in order to stabilize the property. This home is going to be the start of something bigger, the start of something better for the neighborhood.
This house would be a pile of ash were it not for the initiative of Mickey Kearns, who's got appreciation for the importance of this structure and appreciation for history because of the nature of this property and of this street. And the thing that's interesting in talking with Harvey Garrett and talking with even Mr. Ed Summers here, who's from the neighborhood, about how the house was constructed in various parts. This house could certainly go back to the pre-Civil War period. It's possible. It's very possible from the way it's designed and these portions of it, and that is very, very rare. And if Mickey did not perceive the rarity and the importance of this to the neighborhood, this would have been burned down. There's no doubt about it. Some kids would have got in and finished the job. You look at down the street, you had the Buffum family, the Strickler family. Down the street, the famous American chief Red Jacket lived down the street. There was a Seneca school with the Iroquois Confederation, the Seneca down the street, that Ben Franklin said inspired the creation of the states in the United States with the Iroquois 5 nations. So you have a tremendous amount of history on the big level, but even in the neighborhood level. Why take a property that is being rehabbed with Americorp here, with Mark Lazzara, with the roofing company that's doing it at such a cheap price, and they're donating, Mickey said, about 50%. All the volunteers that are here, the neighbors. This could be a model for the rest of the city for properties like this. We don't have to demolish everything, and were it not for Mr. Kearns really taking the bull by the horns and fighting the system at the same time.
Thank you, Mickey and Councilman Franczyk. We can give you lots of these projects to fund, so you know, because we're really committed to preserving the housing stock and making it adequate housing for people in Buffalo. Harvey Garrett has come on board with Western New York Americorp to drive doing that and providing adequate housing for people in the city of Buffalo and giving historical places some restoration and love. My hope is that this will look very similar like it did in 1812, and that people in this community can look at the beacon of hope for this community.
I'm glad that this is being done. I really am. It's part of history, and that's what made Buffalo so great. And this house, this project represents the history of Buffalo in many ways, and it represents part of South Buffalo. And I'm thankful that it's getting done.
And Ed lives right down the street. Ed, how many years have you lived here, Ed?
Since 1970.
2, 3.